What's going on, Clash Crashers? Rocky here today, and today we're going to be checking out this incredibly crazy OP attack, DragBats. This attack is really good. Town Hall 10, 11, 12. It's just absolutely crazy. We're going to be focusing on the Town Hall 10 aspect today, but I also have a nice, lovely Town Hall 12 to show you guys. We're going to talk about why this is so effective, what I think could be done to counter it. Can it be countered? I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. This attack is nuts. We got good hits from my clan. I even have a hit from the enemy clan that I want to show off, because I thought the answer to this was multi-infernos, but they had a good workaround that, and I've actually seen other workarounds. We've talked about like the Lalo bats, but we haven't really talked about DragBats as much, and that's what we're going to focus on today. So we got our first attack up here from Bloodhawk, who I'm pretty sure has just been absolutely wrecking and doing well with this. And what you're looking for on the base is pretty much any base. Pretty much any Town Hall 10 base you can DragBat. From what I'm seeing, it just depends on what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and start this off. Bloodhawk's got 8 dragons in here, a couple lava hounds, 8 total bat spells. He's got that max bat in his clan castle. And what he's going to do here is he's going to kind of start a funnel for those dragons. That way he can push the dragons up into the center of the base. And you'll notice he's going to bring his heroes in here. And this is all for funneling purposes, guys. So what he's doing is he's, going to take out some of these buildings with the queen. The king's just going to clear this trash out. And then his dragons are just going to come right in here, right into the center of the base. And what you'll see is you'll see the bat spells come on the back end of this attack to take out all those ADs. And it's absolutely ridiculous. You would think, like, the single infernos would slow down the dragons, but with the slammer, the hounds, it just doesn't matter at all. Even dragons in the clan castle, there's just no slowing this attack down right now. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Our hit rates have gone up like crazy. We were struggling at Town Hall 10. And then we started DragBatting and bat laloing, and everything's going crazy. So in case you missed that, he threw in all of his bat spells down there with a rage to take out both those ADs plus some other defenses. They're going to work over here, get the Inferno, get more AD. It's absolutely ridiculous how strong these bats are. And like I said, I thought the counter to this was going to be like having your wizard towers in good places and having multi-infernos. But I'll show you an attack here in a little bit where multi-infernos didn't matter. It's all about just planning your attack out properly. Look how strong that slammer is. Like, that slammer, I just think, and we talked about this on Voice tonight with some of our clanmates, I don't think Town Hall 10 should have slammers, or they shouldn't have level 3 slammers. I think it's too much. I don't think, it's just too strong for the Town Hall 10 defenses to get down. Like, we're seeing slammers making it through a lot of attacks, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So I think the one big thing is the slammers are absolutely OP for this attack. And another thing is base building has to catch up. Like, I don't know how you catch up to stop this, whether it's DragBat or Lalo bat. It's going to be hard to counter this, because like I said, we got that attack with multis. I think it's just going to have... It's just going to have to take away some of the hero value, some of, like, splash value. I don't know, guys. With the current, I would expect, and my prediction is early January, we see a bat spell nerf and maybe even a slammer nerf. And I would expect that to happen relatively fast in 2019, because it's absolutely crazy out here. Everyone is batting everything. I've seen people in like CWL complaining about how OP it is. Let's go ahead and check out another attack. So this is going to be Slayout. He's going to go with a similar layout. He's got 8 dragons, 8 loons, 1 lava hound. And what he's going to do is he's going to start with the bats here. He's going to throw all of his bat spells in, rage them up, and take out 2 air defenses, a single inferno, and an air sweeper, not to mention all of the other defenses around there that he gets. He almost gets that bow down, but the queen and everything just works it out just a little bit much. And he throws his heroes up here to funnel, but I don't know that he necessarily needed his heroes up there, but it's going to end up working out pretty well for him, as you'll end up seeing here. But that was huge value starting the bats. Now, I do like kind of running the bats as the dragons are tanking. That way the bats stay alive and get a little bit more value. But I like this approach as well. If you can get the value, why not go for it? I mean, this was absolutely huge value, and it worked out really well for him. So why not go for it? So you'll see he's just going to have his king and queen work out here, and then he's going to dragon in from this side, going into that second inferno, going into the behind the sweeper, and that AD right there. That's going to be pretty successful for him. The dragons are going to go around a little bit, and that's the hard part with dragons sometimes, is the funneling. But this one still works like a charm. Like, it's still super, super strong. He's got the slammer in there. He's got the rage spell. Got 8 balloons with that lava hound. So, those are going to be able to tank for the dragons. He is going to lose 1 dragon to that AD, though. Here come those balloons in. We got all those drags working through the base onto that single Inferno. And there we go again, guys. Those Stone Slammers are just absolutely OP. Like, I feel like Stone Slammers might be what's really causing a lot of this to be OP, because that's the one common thing between DragBats and Lalobats is that Slammer. And I see, like I said, I see a lot of Slammers. If they don't make it all the way through, they're making it close to the end. Like you see here, his Slammer gets almost all the way to the end, and by the time it's there, he rages up those balloons, the max balloons, and finishes off the last few defenses, which are absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if there is a counter right now with the way the dragons and the bats and the slammers set up. I don't know if there's a hard counter, even with base building, to slow this attack down. I mean, you'll see here, we'll speed this bad boy up. It's just easy cleanup from there. Nice attack by Slayout. It's just nuts right now. I want to show you guys that multi-attack from the enemy, because I was really impressed by that one. So normally I wouldn't show off like one of my clanmates' attacks or anything like that. You know, I wouldn't want to burn their bases, but sorry, Slayout. This one, I was just super impressed by it. So what he's going to do, rather than start with the bats or bring the bats in really early, is he's going to dragon out the 2 multi-infernos. Like, that's such a good base identification there by King Zorp. Using those heroes just to start a little bit of a funnel. I'd like to see the heroes be given a little bit more time, because you see that 1 dragon starts to go out to that mortar, but it ends up working out for him. Queen's going to go ahead and pop her ability, and here come those dragons just working right through there. Got the Hound working as well, and the first multi is going to go down. Tesla Farm's popping up. Clan Castle comes out, and it's just a witch, which isn't really going to do a whole lot. Hound pops, there goes an AD going down, and you see right there that multi-inferno locked onto those balloons. Stone Slammer going through, like, oh my goodness, the Slammer's crazy. And then you see the bats on the far side of the base, away from that multi-inferno, while also notice that Slammer and the dragons were eating up that wizard tower, so the splash damage didn't get it. Throws a freeze onto that multi-inferno so that the dragons can get it down, and it doesn't take so many of his bats out. And the bats are just going to run through the rest of this base. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Stone Slammer's still up. Dragon's still up on the back end. And this one was just absolutely wrecked, cleaned out. I don't like showing our bases getting wrecked like this, but this is a really impressive base identification and really impressive execution here by King Zorp. So I had to give credit where credit is due. I'm not ashamed to, you know, show love to the enemy clan if they're doing something good, because it kind of drives home the point that multi-infernos can still be stopped with this DragBat strategy. And that's the nice thing about the dragons, is they're so strong. They're so tanky. I wouldn't, like, even if there's a nerf to the dragons, I wouldn't be super surprised, which is, like, that's sad to say, but the dragons are absolutely crazy. But I think it has to start with the bats and the slammers as far as the nerfs go. All right, guys, speaking of DragBats, we got a live attack here from Krev. Don't tell him that we're watching him. I don't want him to get nervous. But we're going to see how he does here. Town Hall 11 DragBat. In's going to come that Slammer. He's got 8 total bat spells going in here. Warden's coming in right there at the side. Here comes the Clan Castle troops. We got a Witch, baby dragons and stuff. And here come those bats right there. Look at that. Great identification of the value. Those bats are going to tear it all up right there. Oh my goodness, those bats are wrecking through there. I was a little bit worried because his dragons were getting ate up, but there goes the Warden's ability. Holy crap. Look at those bats work right on through there. That was absolutely nuts. Even through the wizard tower. Oh my goodness. Those bats are getting such value. Holy crap. Krev absolutely destroyed. He's still got 10 balloons held on. Oh my goodness. This one's going to be absolutely destroyed. As always, shout out to Krev. But a great example, guys. A live attack. We just happened to catch this one live. And Krev comes in here and destroys it. Town Hall 11. A fresh hit on this base. I don't even know what to say, guys. It's absolutely ridiculous how well this DragBat is working. Something's got to give. It's definitely, the bat spell's got to get nerfed again. They're just too strong for all Town Hall levels, not just, you know, 10, 11, even 12. Like, if I'm tripling, things are broken, and I'm tripling a lot. Nice attack there by Krev. Holy crap, ran through there, live triple. That was a good attack, guys. On a fresh hit base. Good hit there from Krev. All right, guys, we're going to check out another hit here from Bloodhawk. Town Hall 10 hit. And then I'm going to show off that 12v12 DragBat attack that we had. That was from our clanmate named 12. So we're going to check this one out from Bloodhawk. Again, he's been having a lot of success with the DragBat as far as getting triples and doing well. And he does a really good job using his heroes to set the funnels on these. I've noticed that with him a lot, is that he's just been using the heroes and a few wizards and a baby dragon or so just to set that funnel so that those dragons are going to push into the base. And they end up going a little bit out on this one, but he's also going to end up getting out an air defense, which is going to be really nice. That way you don't have an air defense off to the side. Shooting your dragons, taking them down, that's always a good thing to get out an air defense when you can. So here we come, all the dragons going in. We see the lava hounds coming in right on top, basically just throwing everything in. And then we'll see the bat spells coming in later in the raid yet again. We'll see them get raged up and just absolutely destroy this one. Oh, it's absolutely crazy. I feel like I've said absolutely crazy 300 times in this video just because I can't believe how good this attack is. So there you go. Bats raged up down there in the bottom of the base, getting out the sweeper, getting out archer towers, getting out an air defense, getting out X-bows. Just wrecking, guys. Absolutely wrecking. You got the dragons working through there on the top side. Still got the wrecker up top, taking out that splash damage. And like 6, 7, 8 dragons down there. The wrecker is going to come down and work on that single inferno, which is going to actually kind of bail the dragons out a little bit because that single inferno can do some work to some dragons, that's for sure. But here comes that wrecker, and or the stone slammer rather. I feel like I called it a wrecker a lot there. Stone slammer. And I think that's a big problem at Town Hall 10s. Level 3 stone slammers are too much for Town Hall 10s. People might not like me saying that, but it's the truth. Town Hall 10s can't handle a max stone slammer. It's just my opinion. With these air attacks, it's absolutely nasty. I just don't like see it. It's just too much. It just absolutely wrecked here from Bloodhawk. Great attack. Let me go ahead and pull up that Town Hall 12 attack, and then we'll show that one off as well. All right, guys, so what we're going to see 12 do is he's going to start with the bats because he's got a cluster of the eagle with 3 ADs and a sweeper in here, and he identifies that, and he can take it out pretty easily, which is... I mean, that's pretty strong when you can get all that stuff down. Now, we were kind of sweating this one, and we were like, man, is he going to get it? It's close. But he ends up getting there, and he's having quite a bit of success with this. There were some weaker bases that he hit, and I think this was the strongest base that I could find a replay that he hit. So I want to show off the strongest base for sure. But, man, these DragBats, like I said, 10, 11, 12, they're working all throughout here, guys. So look at that huge value here. Cleared out that huge chunk of the base. 3 ADs, the eagle, not to mention everything else they got out, and then he's just going to go ahead and drag him through the rest. Oh, man, such a nice attack. Me, personally, I don't know. I was kind of questioning the entry on this one, just because he kind of goes into the sweeper, if I remember right here. But I like it because he does get that queen out fast. I don't know. You got to get the town hall down as well. I get that. But I almost thought, like, going from... like this side over here, like even going like one dragon here with a couple balloons and then just going this side and working up might have been a little bit better just because that way you don't want to have to deal with the sweeper. But I get going this way. Get the 2 single infernos out, you get to the queen a lot faster, so it makes a lot of sense here. He didn't have any rage spells left because he used that on his bats, but it's gonna be fine. He'll get through the clan castle. You see the baby dragon, the witch going down there, and like I said, the sweeper right there, a little bit of a nuisance, but it's not that big of a deal. But it was just enough of a pain to just slow him down. But look at that slammer still up this late in the attack, which is strong. I mean, those slammers, Town Hall 12s can handle them a little bit better. But for 10, those slammers are just way too powerful, just way too OP, way too strong. Just level 3 slammers, too much for a Town Hall 10 in my opinion. But the Charizard dragons getting through here, I just love the way those max dragons look. The level 7 dragons, absolutely beautiful. Still got plenty of balloons up, plenty of dragons, and it's just going to be a timing thing here. We were wondering if he would get there on time, but he ended up having plenty of time and was able to finish this one off really nicely. So shout out to 12 for getting the 12v12 triple using the bats and just going strong yet. I mean, look how many dragons he has up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dragons still up at the end of this attack, and I'm pretty sure all of those dragons, if not most of those dragons, are going to make it through to the end here. Let's speed this bad boy up because it's essentially clean up there with the balloons being up. So nice attack from 12, nice attack from everyone in the video. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit about DragBat. It's just super strong. Just It's pretty crazy. Definitely at Town Hall 10, I would use it a lot. 11s and 12s, you want to look at the base a little bit more, but if they're running single Infernos, you're going to want to consider using bats, whether it's Lalo or drag bats. You definitely want to consider it just because you get huge value. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Shout out to Krev as always. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.